No losses, I don't do lipo. A few screws loose in the head, I'm a psycho. Promise you the bar just as real as the bite though. Misunderstood, you could call me a typo. I shine hotter than the stars in the night though. Hate the who's, don't give me a title. Flipping an asset, so I don't worry the price though. Got scratched like mine, no, leave it to the tribal. I ain't even trying to try though. I could do this with my eyes closed.
No one in there.
I know of him.
All right, we should be up and running. Where were we? Obviously, we had some technical challenges just now.
Well,
Thank you, Amazon, for the great microphones that just cut out.
Did you see how Walmart is going to have like the largest drone system in the region?
Like deliveries?
Yeah, they're doing it.
Could you imagine I was walking down the road and all of a sudden, like, a case of Coke just...
I don't think it happens like that.
Oh, really?
I don't think it just falls out of the sky.
They were showing the news yesterday morning. I think it's already, Like, no, it doesn't drop out of the sky. Like, it comes to the ground, and it's in like it looks like a Happy Meal box, but
But let's just say one accidentally was like, you know what? I've decided I don't like that or whatever, and just drop it.
yeah,
Pretty sure that's how lawsuits start.
at the machines. I wonder, like, you know, how's weather going to affect it? Yeah, they advertise 30 minutes or less.
Dang. Let's get the orders. Let's go.
I don't know if you can order.
Let's see if they do some of these oils.
It's just...
We found out how to say this in, what did you say, Mandarin?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is that Mandarin? When I hear Mandarin, I think of those little oranges.
Me
I
too.
wonder how many Oreos are sold in the world. Does that look?
I would say-
Can Google answer?
I got a great story about an Oreo. I mentioned this earlier. So I'm a fan of the Delta 8, and went to the store to get some Fuller Mile. It's the salt. Yeah, but it's legal. It's all legal. It's all good. But I went to the store. I picked some up.
I like Benadryl.
Paula, they don't make Benadryl cookies. Anyway, so I get some yet. Now they do. Now I got the idea.
Business idea.
I pick up some, and it literally says Oreo. Looks just like a regular Oreo. So my mom likes to take these so she can get relaxed, go to bed, whatever. You know. Apparently, the older you get, the harder it is to sleep sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, I get it for her. Didn't say anything other than here's the Oreos. I walk outside to get more things out of it. She immediately opens it up and eats a whole cookie, and that was the absolute worst. And it didn't hit her until we went to eat dinner at a Mexican restaurant, and she is
Were you like, Mom, you high?
like that preacher's wife. How?
Did she know?
She did after the fact, but too late then.
You drugged your mom?
No, not on purpose. Not on purpose. Anyway, it's a great coffee, by the way. You're saying so cheap.
Facts get whim, get stored.
Oh my word, no.
Well, so anyway, back to the military. Sorry about the audio issues that we had there. I've always viewed, and really anybody in the military, that just a selfless person.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that not everyone is. I mean, there's always good and bad actors in everything that you do, right? But the fact that you can literally not know if you're going to make it back from your deployment, I mean, that mindset, and it's so understandable why you would be good at business, right? Because if you can face the scenario of not coming home, what's missing a bill in comparison to that? Like that's
I hear the right? Or taking on a loan, or taking on a new business, or coming in and revitalizing an old building that looked like it was basically in shambles.
All right, I gotta show you the picture. It was
Well,
wild.
now you guys, if you've never been here, I mean, I visit here. They have karaoke on Thursdays. I don't drink. Everybody knows I can't drink, but anyways, I love it. If you want a Shirley Temple, they'll make you one if you still don't feel fancy. It's funny. It's Sprite and a little bit of what's that little cherry? Like green. I don't know what it is.
Grenadine.
Yeah, grenadine. That's it. But it's beautiful here. I mean, you've got y'all's eye for detail. You and your family, like, they could decorate.
I wish I had. No, I think the biggest issue I run into is finding the people to help me.
Yeah.
Because like I have the vision, I have the know-how to do it. But if I'm doing that, I'm not working on the business. And then so, you know, I love doing the building, the construction, the design, and actually visualize it and then putting together like a house, right? But, you know, like right now I'm trying to find like a maintenance person that can be like, hey, do this. It's crazy finding.
You guys are looking for a job?
Oh man,
Kyle needs a maintenance.
I put it's
Or
funny.
a woman.
Yeah, I put it out on Facebook. Like, no one even replied. I'm like, I could have been offering 300,000.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, if you're
Hey, I'll go to school for that.
hey, I might.
Well,
The
it's negotiable. I'm not really sure. It's negotiable. We haven't really locked down a budget on it yet. I've got a few ideas in my head, but I'd like to see knowledge base first.
Yeah.
And then base it
I agree.
off that. But
Well, let's bring this home here. So, if you would like to be a part of anything that Kyle is doing, primarily the charity stuff, right? Like that is.
Please.
I've always found that where your purpose is, your provision takes place, right? So, if it's something that you want to be a volunteer for, I'm sure that I had been in volunteer work myself. Like, there's always enough room for more help. So, if you would like to get in touch with Kyle, tell everybody the best way.
if they can reach out to our nonprofit sector, the Warriors Always Rise, Instagram, email, whatever. We are looking for 3 things. One, if you would like to volunteer and help, that day we're looking for about 25 volunteers for the actual climb, handing out waters, register, giving wristbands out, that kind of thing. We are looking for donations, obviously. If your company would like to sponsor and be a part of it, and that's another way. And third, I would say is, register and climb. It's $40.
Right.
It gets you the headband. The money all goes right back. We are like 98%, 98 cents of every dollar goes back to the community. So
Nice.
we really try to, you got a lot of these nonprofits that have, you got $1 million CEO. You're like, what are y'all doing? I hate that. But we're trying to get money in, money right back out to the community when people need it. So, yeah.
So you spoke earlier about different levels. Like, I guess, are you gonna do like first place, second place, third place, or how? Well, how do you guys?
Well, we use what's called Pledge It.
Okay.
And basically, once you register, we build you a Pledge It picture, and you're part of the whole Pledge It page.
Okay.
And so your picture, your name, who you are, if you were in the military, it'll be up there, or if you're just a proud patriot, it'll be up there. And then you'll have your own individual link. So you can send out to friends like, hey, help me raise money for this event. So, and then what we'd like to do is see who raises the most. I think one of the guys, Jim Jenkins, I think he raised like $4,300 a couple years ago, which is great. But I'd like to we're trying to figure out how to reward. So if there's some thoughts there, we're all ears there.
Yeah.
Reward those maybe top 3 people. Not that it's a race or anything, but just to like something, it's just a little bit of motivation in knowing that money goes right back here. I think that's
Well, in charity work, it could feel very lonely. I mean, it really can. You feel like you're not speaking out into the void, and so I all I can say is just keep doing it. At the end of the day, it's the purpose. We can only control what we can control, and our efforts are all we can really control on that. So that's it for today. Because this podcast is getting long, I got like data just going all over.
I do have a gift for you guys.
You have a gift for us?
We love gifts.
Oh, squeaky, squeaky! So excited! Is it a cat? It's a kid.
It's a wild boy.
So, well, you guys know we did a sponsorship with the Charlotte Hornets
Yeah.
and we did the Stingerelle and 35th anniversary. Brought back the retro logo, but we had. It was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Muggsy Bogues came, signed some balls. So yeah,
Look at that!
and it's got the pictures showing him. Now they're all numbered. There's 35 balls done.
We're like the same size, by the way.
You probably are.
Me and my-
I think you are actually.
He actually, when I was a kid, he signed an autograph for me that said, "Don't worry about your height."
And you didn't take offense to it because.
Well, I actually intend to play in his golf tournament coming up. I think it's later this year. Yeah.
Very nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, this is awesome.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
And we're gonna display it proudly on our
You're gonna have to
table.
We're gonna need a bit of tape.
right
Yeah.
over our drowning.
Yeah,
Whatever.
There's the 30 of 35. There's the picture of him signing that actual ball, and then
Oh, it is. Yeah.
for authentication. I think we opened up Cardiacs. this part.
Yeah.
So Johnny, he gave me the idea. He was like, "You want to make it worth more value,
Yeah.
unique?" He said, "Number them."
I like that.
I like that. And then we added the picture to show verification.
Oh, that is so cool.
Love it.
Look at, we have the coolest people
thank you.
on our podcast.
Enjoy.
Excellent. I feel like we could have probably talked for hours.
Probably.
I mean, the level of knowledge that you got and a mindset, like that's today. Like, this is all about mindset in business or heck, war. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mental war. How about that? Maybe that's what we'll call this episode number 2. Mental war. All right. Till the next Under One Roof.
Under one roof.
Thank
See you next Tuesday. Not really.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. Bye. That was perfect.
All right.
You.
You're welcome.
Love it. Would you like to have some of these Oreos?
Pass.
All this audio today.